But I think it must be very hard being a young person, full stop now, to have any thought that kind of goes to any edge or any forbidden sort of transgressive area, because instant,
boom,
and you are no more.
You are no more. That's the thing.
Recently, Matthew McConaughey has taken on a new challenge, one that has less to do with his acting career and more with the cultural battles of today. He's now speaking out against cancel culture, a phenomenon that he believes is suffocating open dialogue and genuine connection. Known for his easygoing personality and southern charm, McConaughey is stepping into a contentious conversation, arguing that this modern trend is stopping people from facing difficult issues and creating real unity. According to McConaughey, the lack of real conversations is leading to more division. But why does he think cancel culture is so dangerous?
I was thinking about this the other day. I had the line in the book about going, you have to have confrontation to have unity. And I want to surmise this. To have real confrontation, doesn't it mean that if you and I oppose on thoughts, we're going to confront each other on?
Cancel culture has become a part of everyday life, touching everything from social media to the entertainment industry. One misstep, one wrong word, and a person can be wiped out from the public's good graces, often with little chance for redemption. McConaughey, being in the public eye for decades, understands the pressure this creates. But unlike some celebrities who tiptoe around controversial topics, he's not backing down. In fact, he has very strong opinions about the dangers of cancel culture and how it affects free speech. McConaughey firmly believes that free speech and honest debate are essential for growth and unity.
And if it does, then I would say in many ways we do not even have real confrontation to unify over in the world, because we are not only invalidating the others, illegitimizing them, like you said, stomp them out, erase them, persona non grata. If you think opposite than me, then you don't exist.
In McConaughey's view, cancel culture is harmful because it mutes people's voices, preventing meaningful discussions. He's noticed that more and more people are afraid to share their true opinions for fear of being canceled. And this, he argues, is a serious problem. Without honest confrontation, he believes there can be no real unity. People need to engage with different ideas, even when they don't agree, to move forward together. The only way to achieve understanding, McConaughey insists, is through open dialogue that welcomes differing perspectives.
Bullshit. That's not true.
Absolute bullshit.
It's not true.
Because nobody is one consistent thing. Everyone is, we're a sort of a buffet of political and social ideas, aren't we? Do you know what I mean? You've got, so you're a little bit right wing on this, you're a little bit left wing on this, you're kind of centrist here. And the very idea that you have to be this all-consuming, one-size-fit-all person is just horseshit. But the fascinating thing is,
true confrontation isn't about arguments or attacking someone's beliefs. It's about acknowledging that others may have a different point of view and giving those perspectives the space to be heard. Without this, we lose the opportunity to build understanding. Cancel culture, in McConaughey's eyes, forces people to keep quiet, which only widens the divide and stops us from coming together. He believes this stifles creativity and the free exchange of ideas, which are crucial for social growth.
I think that's where most people are, and yet we live in this bizarre world where the media or social media tells us that no, people are this or that or this, and it's bullshit.
Well, and especially in a time like now we have a pandemic where people are looking for purpose and identity.
For McConaughey, the fear of confrontation is what's driving a lack of unity. When people are too scared to engage with different opinions, how can we ever find common ground? He argues that the point of confrontation isn't to win an argument, but to exchange ideas in a way that helps everyone understand each other better. It's about moving forward together, not pushing others aside. By avoiding difficult conversations, society is missing out on the chance to grow and heal from its divisions.
I'm in limbo, man. What do you want me to do here? People ran to the extremes to cling just to have some identity. Just to go, man, I don't even know if I agree with what this tribe's about, but I just need to be a part of a fucking tribe.
If you've been paying attention, you've probably noticed how divided people seem to be these days. Whether it's politics or social issues, it feels like everyone is pulling further and further apart. McConaughey has some deep thoughts on why this is happening. And for him, it comes down to people searching for identity and meaning in uncertain times. When everything feels out of control, people naturally gravitate toward groups and ideologies that give them a sense of security.
Yeah.
And I think some people are having some buyer's remorse. Some people now are going, I got over here and I'm hanging out with this group, and I'm not really quite sure that I want to sit down and have dinner with these folks on either side, you know?
Yeah.
In times of chaos and uncertainty, people look for something steady to hold on to. McConaughey believes that this need for stability pushes individuals toward extreme positions because it provides a sense of security and belonging, even if it's not entirely real. It's like finding a tribe that tells you where you fit, but it often requires shutting out anything or anyone that doesn't match your viewpoint. Add social media and sensationalized news headlines to the equation, and things get even messier. Social platforms feed off conflict and controversy because it keeps people engaged. Headlines are designed to catch your eye, sometimes at the cost of accuracy, which only makes the division worse.
Maybe I thought it was going to be like a kind of an actor memoir, but it's so much more. It's really great.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate it. You know, this has been one of my favorite things. It's my first book, right? And to hear that it translated the way you just...
But McConaughey doesn't fall into this trap of black and white thinking. He proudly describes himself as aggressively centric, meaning he's willing to listen to both sides and find common ground. For him, the real solutions are in the middle, where people can have honest, open conversations. McConaughey isn't asking for everyone to agree, but he does believe that listening to others and respecting different perspectives is the only way to make real progress.
I've been daring myself to go away and see if there was something in them worthy of being in a book. Yeah. For 15 years, didn't have the courage to do it. I had a ghostwriter on this for one meeting 3 years ago, because I was also too scared to go write it myself, right? Well, he got pulled from the project, which was the best gift I could have been given. And as soon as that happened, my wife and I looked at each other and she was like, you know what this means.
McConaughey is also known for using humor to explore life's oddities. He's shared some pretty wild stories, including one about a recurring dream that led him on incredible adventures. Think of it like this: floating naked down the Amazon River, surrounded by piranhas, alligators, and freshwater sharks. For most people, that would be terrifying. But for McConaughey, it was a mystical experience, one he's described as a vivid, wet dream. This dream kept running over the years, and McConaughey eventually decided it was a sign. So, he packed up and went on a journey to the Amazon. And that wasn't the end of it. A few years later, he had another dream, this time involving African tribesmen. True to form, McConaughey bought a one-way ticket to Africa and hitchhiked across the continent. During an interview, he joked about one of his things, poking fun at how his dreams seemed to guide his wild adventures, but there is a deeper meaning here. These dreams weren't just about adventure, they were lessons and opportunities for growth, helping him develop a unique worldview.
You gotta go away and go write it yourself. So I went away thinking that, hopefully I got something in here that I think is worth sharing. Now, how much is it gonna be personal, and how much will it be relatable? Here's what happened during the writing is the more personal I got, the more it became obvious that it was more relatable. I was not interested in a memoir. I'm sitting there going, look, Matthew McConaughey, celebrity, writes a memoir.
McConaughey's positive outlook on life comes, in large part, from the values his parents instilled in him. His mother in particular taught him the importance of resilience and gratitude. If he ever complained about something small, like needing new shoes, she'd say, if you keep whining about your shoes, I'll introduce you to the boy with no feet. This was her way of teaching him to appreciate what he had and not take things for granted. His mom also had a tough love approach when it came to facing life challenges. If McConaughey came to breakfast in a bad mood, she'd send him back to bed, telling him to come back only when he was ready to focus on the good things in life. This tough love taught him to find joy even in tough times. As he got older, McConaughey realized the importance of not just bouncing back quickly, but also taking time for reflection. He calls this winter time a period where you slow down, think about your past mistakes, and make sure you don't repeat them. This combination of resilience and reflection is what McConaughey believes has helped him grow as a person. Over the years, McConaughey has embraced the idea of learning from both his successes and failures. He isn't afraid to look back at his past, laugh at himself, and see how those experiences have shaped him. Instead of being ashamed of his mistakes, he finds lessons in them. He's open about times when he was an arrogant little prick, but he also recognizes that it was his boldness that pushed him to take risks and learn important life lessons along the way.
Some people aren't going to buy it because it's a Matthew McConaughey celebrity memoir. I was like, well, I remember writing this down early on, day 4. I was like, the words on these pages need to be worthy of being signed by anonymous, but at the same time, be words that only I could have written.
Part of McConaughey's journey of self-reflection led him to the teachings of Jordan Peterson. Introduced to Peterson's work by a friend in London, McConaughey found a lot of Peterson's ideas resonated with him. Personal responsibility, facing challenges head-on, and finding meaning in life are all themes that hit home for McConaughey. It wasn't that he agreed with everything Peterson said, but he found a framework that matched his own beliefs. But in today's world, figures like Peterson can quickly become politicized. McConaughey acknowledges that Peterson has been labeled as right-wing or extreme by some, which only simplifies and distorts the conversation. McConaughey believes this rush to label people takes away from the opportunity of their ideas. It's all too easy to dismiss someone without truly engaging with their thoughts, and that's a big part of the problem in today's polarized world. For McConaughey, the takeaway is simple. We need to return to real conversations where context and deeper understanding matter. It's not about blindly following anyone, whether it's Peterson or someone else. Instead, it's about taking the time to listen, reflect, and find the wisdom that resonates with you. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments down below.